Good afternoon, Facebook. It's 4 p.m. in London and in Lisbon, and I say hello, Marco. Hello, Marco.
Hello, Steven, and all of you who are watching us now or the recorded video. I'm with a nice flu.
Ah,
It's hard to believe that in this time with this so wonderful weather,
it's
how can
that
I catch a flu?
it's that time of year. It's that time of
Yeah,
year. Um, but the show must go on.
absolutely.
Absolutely. And today we are talking about, if I can find the menu, uh, repurposing.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice topic.
It is a brilliant topic. Brilliant topic. I mean, the live video is important, but it's as important what you do afterwards, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. First of all, it's important because one thing you have to feed the social monster. Then, if you have a nice content which you created on a live video, why not use it to feed the monster? Because, for instance, I use now, and Facebook is giving us the tools to repurpose the content now in the Facebook creator. Hello, Kelly. How are you? You can use two tools. One is stream the live video shows. For instance, if you want to cut the beginning or the end or both, you can do it. And as well, and that's my suggestion, you can clip the videos that you made through live streaming. How to make it better. For instance, if you are talking about the five trends to 2020, you can cut trend by trend and then spread each one of them across the platforms. Which is what I'm doing by now. And can you join us, please, Stephen, and talk about it? You let me all alone.
No, no. You said there were 2 points. I was waiting for the second one, and I'm good to come back on screen. Yeah, I've not actually used the Facebook editor yet, simply because of time, and also I know somebody, because you've got to be careful with these new applications which may be in beta. You've used it successfully.
Yeah. Well, uh, it's a no. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking about it. Was yesterday I uploaded a video
Hmm.
about a workshop I made offline.
Right. Okay.
And I was before I upload the video, I trim it, but the trimmer doesn't work because
Well,
uh, they started recording before I started the workshop. There's
right.
to me, and I trimmed the video. I hit trim. I then I there was all the options that you can premiere. Then it publish now, and I hit premiere, and he told me, "Oh, you can't do a premiere with a trimmed video." I
Ah,
okay, I can't. Well, let publish. And after all, the video wasn't trimmed. No, thank you, Facebook.
all right. Okay. It's yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a good idea, and I think they're in beta at the moment. I mean, I heard somebody the other day who used the Facebook editor to trim the beginning and the end. Yeah. Okay. And was only left with the beginning. Everything else disappeared,
Oh,
and left with a very short beginning on the video. Obviously, pressed the wrong button at the wrong time.
maybe that's just a guess from me.
Yeah.
Maybe they use the clipping option, and then they just have the time they thought they were cutting. They established a new video. They created a new video, but don't bother because if it's what happened, I hope the the main video, the original video, remains there.
Right. Okay. Well,
I hope, hopefully.
but it does show the perils of actually using it. But the thing
But
is that because we're on BeLive, we've got high definition copy safe for 90 days. So if anything does go wrong whilst you're editing on Facebook, you can always come back to BeLive, download the video again, upload it, and you're good to go. Unless, of
absolutely,
course, you didn't use BeLive to record the video. But that's
absolutely, you should use BeLive.
what there's no. I mean, I got to say, not all my broadcasts are in BeLive. I use screencastomatic and vMix as alternates because you like to do something different. And but it's nice to know that the HD version is on BeLive. We can download that anytime. Now,
Absolutely.
talking of repurposing, it can take some time. And you and I were part of the team that did 5 days live. Now, 5 days live was broadcast on YouTube using BeLive. And I said to everybody at the end of the week of shows, don't worry, next week you'll have all the videos and you can repurpose them everywhere. And I'm glad to say that I actually managed to do it today. And all the videos are now available to every member of the team who did 5 days live. And that means that they can now, well, you can, everybody can now repurpose those videos wherever and take clips from them. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna take a step back because about that issue that may happen to someone, and that's one thing that you should be aware when you're doing live streaming. Just after the the half second after you hit finish, you go to Facebook, at least if you don't have BeLive, and download the video. That's or on YouTube. I think it's the first thing you should do. Well, if you have a guest, say goodbye to the guest, okay? But you can ask him or her to wait a little minute and then go and download the video, because as we discussed in lots of occasions, anything could happen. Something bad could happen. Then if you have the backup with you on your computer, it would be okay, and it's safer.
It's indeed. If you created a great video, the last thing you want to do is lose it. And Facebook is pretty good. YouTube is good too. But if you've got your own copy, then there's no better way. And you can store it on your hard drive, or you can store it on Google Drive, or wherever it takes your fancy, or you can store it on Screencastomatic.
Absolutely.
Which is where I store quite a few of the videos that we do on BeLive actually end up on Screencastomatic. Yeah, okay. Now, just before we really get going in this, there's something I do want to highlight. And forgive me a moment, I'm going to put this full screen. And just to say that the BeLive year-end show is on December 30th at 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. in the UK and in Portugal. And it's with Molly and Owen, and they will be celebrating what has been a very good year on BeLive, and looking forward to 2020 as well. I'm sure there'll be giveaways too. So if you want to join Owen and Molly, December 30th at 3 p.m. Eastern. I think we've done the advert now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Okay.
They are great live streamers.
Oh, they are. They're good as a team as well. They work well together, and I mean they've done a great number of shows. I mean, Owen's been doing BeLive weekly every Monday, the whole of this year really, and ending on the 30th with the two of them together would be very good. We can't expect them to actually be on New Year's Eve. I think that would be a bit unfair. So well, I won't be broadcasting New Year's Eve. I've said that now. Who knows? But I don't plan to broadcast.
I guess I made one once.
You did?
Well, with my family. I was there Well, but it was in kind of playing and kidding and that kind of thing.
On
And
mobile.
yeah, on my mobile. And it was fun. It was just because it was fun. I was enjoying, and then let me share with the world my joy.
That's it. That's what live's about. That's what being able to go on Facebook. Um, that's why it works so well, because you can share moments which are important to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we did the German carol singing last week, and
Yeah.
that was recorded on a phone, downloaded to a local hard drive. This is repurposing in action. And once it was on the hard drive, and then uploaded to YouTube, and it's now there. It's on Angelica's hard drive as well, but it's getting watched on YouTube as well. And YouTube is great for actually replays of videos, for recorded video. The thing that we know from Facebook is that when we go live on Facebook, people come and watch, and they'll watch throughout the day the replay. But after that, because of the way Facebook is structured, the replay disappears. Yeah, it goes off everybody's timeline. Even we can't find it. Whereas on YouTube, if you put together playlists, then the videos are always there. Yeah, and they're visible on your own video page on YouTube. And that's the way to actually build things up, is to actually take the video from Facebook to YouTube and add it to a playlist, and you get more views. I mean, after this show, this video will be downloaded. It will be uploaded to YouTube, the HD version from BeLive, and then I shall edit it, put a title on that's meaningful rather than the one that's on there at the moment, and add the tags for the SEO, add a cover photo, put the transcription on. Yeah, everything that you've got to do, and then I shall promote it. I shall promote the replay on YouTube and back on Facebook as well tomorrow. So this is getting more mileage from the video. Yeah,
Absolutely. And for instance, now I'm using my old live videos to make my own podcast. Hello, Barry. Welcome. How are you?
nice to see you, Barry.
Because
Yeah.
it's funny because I've been looking for my live stream, my videos to repurposing in podcast, and I've been noticing how boring I was at the beginning. Because I was speaking like no energy, okay,
Right.
no, like it seems that I don't know, drugged or something, because I'm there just okay. Let's wait for someone to arrive to start the live, and I oh my god, did I say this?
I mean, that's that.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's nice to see how you improved when you go back and listen to what you did.
Yep. I still hate, to a certain degree, going back and watching myself.
you have to do it.
You've got to do it. But I turn the sound off when I'm watching a video, especially it's just the way. But yeah, podcasts are. Have you gone on to Anchor?
Yeah, I made it there. The first one and the second, I guess I did both on Anchor.
Mm-hmm.
The last one I made it. I used the Audacity to edit the sound. I put everything there together, and then I uploaded also to Anchor because I guess to make a more complex thing on Anchor, I don't see it so good. Then I used Audacity, which is a Photoshop for audio, which works really nice. It's very easy to use, and it's free, by the way, which is great. And then I downloaded I saved the sound, the MP3, and then I uploaded to Anchor, and then Anchor did the rest of the work.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, the beautiful thing about Anchor, once you put the audio up, is it sends it everywhere, doesn't it? Including iTunes.
Yeah, I'm waiting for iTunes to approve my show. I don't know what's happening. It's taking a while because I think it's not. It doesn't take so much time. With me, it's taking. I don't know why. Maybe
Yeah.
they are very busy packaging everything to Christmas.
Well, indeed, two things I'm going to do over the holiday period is one is to restart Anchor.fm, and now that we've got the audio downloads from BeLive, and put some of the shows across there, which will then get them onto iTunes and wake that up. And then the second thing is I did dabble with Fonz early this year with a radio station, station that played the podcasts that come from our broadcast. Now, when I did that, BeLive weren't giving us the audio. Now that they are, it means that I could, if I can work out a technology, is we could have a radio station playing podcasts from all our shows, so that at 1 p.m. every day, your live broadcast podcast actually goes out on radio around the world.
Oh,
Okay. Now, I did a trial run, and it's pretty well. It's easy to do. It's just a question of time, because you get your time slot. So, say you're Tuesday at 1 o'clock, and I'm Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Then you put the podcast into the time slot, and come the hour, the radio actually plays the audio. And I'm fortunate in having a chap called Jojo Keys, Jolika, and he has a show which is in its fourth year now, which is indie music, independent music, and I have got use of all the soundtracks from his 250 shows, so that we could play the audio podcast from the show that we do, and then after that have a music session from independent artists, so that there is no copyright problem at all. The only thing is, it's the time to actually do it and schedule it. So, have you ever run a radio show?
no, not really. I've been
Have you ever
in
wanted
some
to?
radio shows, yes, but real radio shows.
Real radio shows.
But
As Kelly knows, we've got our own player, which can be embedded in a website, or we can just put it. I've got it on Facebook as well, on a page on Facebook.
I never made one.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and do that over Christmas, and if I get it working, can I give you a shout and say, "I know your podcasts," and
Okay,
we'll take it from
perfect.
there. That's good. See. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to go through my repurposing menu. We've got to make mention of repurpose.io, which is a great way to take your videos and actually take them from Facebook to YouTube, from Facebook to SoundCloud. You can do a whole range of things. Okay. Right. Okay. No, the one thing you shouldn't have in any live shows is white noise, is white space, and we should carry on talking. I know Marco's sorting something out, and appreciate that. Right. So, but repurposing is the way to actually get more viewers to your content. You're creating valuable content, and you should make use of it. Do you put it into blog posts at all?
Not really. It's something that I should start soon. Is
Uh-huh.
to repurposing with because one thing we should be aware of is that Google stills lacking right content,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a lot of people, even though the way may not be there, that one, but lots of people still reading, still love to read. Then we should be aware of that, because I don't know you, Steven, but I used to have I still have it, lots of books there, and I'm still reading. So I guess we should also use that content to blog posts. I mean, there are some tools that you can take the transcription from the video. They do the work by themselves. I don't know. By the way, just we are talking about it. Do you? I just found it recently. Shame on me. Screencastomatic can do this automatically, add the captions to the videos. They have an option which uses the AI from Google.
Good.
And automatically they insert the captions on the video. You should go there and choose the language. You just hit the button CC. Then you have, I guess, 3 options. And it's on the middle. You choose which language you use on the video. And then I used to think used to say that the gnomes from the internet are there translating or transcriptioning the video. And then you can, as you can make it on YouTube, you can edit the transcription. But it's a way to do it more easily and faster is to use that kind of tool like Google allows it, Web Captioner, which was introduced by you, Steven. They are nice ways to do the job of transcription, which if you do all manually, it will take you lots of time.
It will take a lot of time to transcribe a 30-minute show. Is going to take you 2 or 3 hours at least, and even then, it's not going to be right. So Screencastomatic, yeah, great piece of software. I didn't know it did the transcription, so I've learned something, which is good. We learn off each other. That's
absolutely. That's the point.
I mean, it's great for editing and overlays, but I need to obviously get back to it and take a look at the because it can create snippets as well, can't it? Yeah. And if I go to there, I can give you a link to the software that Marco and I are talking about. I'll put that over there, and there's a direct link to Screencastomatic. Okay, so you can go and take a look at it. You can download it for free and try it. If you want to use it, then it's costs you $15 a year.
Yeah, it's very cheap.
Well, for everything it does.
When people ask me about the cheap video editor, that's the one I talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to use.
It is. You tend to you can trim the video, you can do snippets, you can overlay text, you can carry on. Yep.
And there's a nice feature about it. It's when you save the video in MP4, which is the standard by these days on internet, I think. It compresses in a really effective way. For instance, if it's important to the platform which you are uploading the video, the size of the video, the amount of information that it has, with Screencastomatic, it compresses a lot. Of course, the image, it's okay, but I've made I know this because I made the experience. I was editing videos to upload to a platform which charged by the size of the video, and I was oh my god! So they are so heavy. And then I made the experience. I the same video in Screencastomatic I edited, and it was kind of 10% of the size that I got on the other editor. So I think it's, for instance, if you want to use a video on BeLive, a pre-recorded video, and then you want to share it, which is it's just 100 mega, I think it's the the maximum size. 100. No. Steven, I can hear you. Where are you, Steven? I don't hear you, Steven. Then it's okay because it.
Sorry about that. My phone rang.
Okay, no problem. Screencastomatic compresses in a very effective way, so it allows you to save lots of space in the host you're using.
Right. Okay. I'm going to go back to where I was, and again, we're talking about Screencast-O-Matic, and that's a brilliant piece of software, $15 a year, and they do keep everything up to date. And they're always announcing new features. As we've just heard, they can do transcriptions, and we say hello to Gospel.
Hello. How are you?
Hello, Gospel. Nice to see you. All good. Right. So we've been talking about repurposing, and we've covered repurpose.io and Screencast-O-Matic, and just bring the photo up again. We've covered 5 days live and the repurposing of that. And a final reminder that the year-end show for BeLivers, or for BeLive and BeLivers, the year-end show with Molly and with Owen is on December 30th at 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. in London and Lisbon. So we've done that. I can take that off screen now.
I don't know, Steven, by the way, we are talking about tools. Mm-hmm. Another tool I used, I found it recently also, because the older videos from BeLive, we couldn't have just the audio. So you need to rip it off from the video.
Yeah.
I found that VLC, the video player VLC, has the option to rip off the audio. Did you know?
No.
Okay, perfect. You just go to, let me check. I guess you should hit because I guess it's one thing that people is always looking for. It's for tools and tricks and that kind of. If you go to VLC video player, video LAN, it's the one of the most famous video players on internet. Mm-hmm. You hit the file button and then converting, save. Then you should go browse to the file which you want to rip off the audio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you should hit the button down at the bottom, mm-hmm. which says convert.
Yeah.
There's a drop-down menu, and then it should say audio MP3 on the profile. Okay, and there's the the file destiny or something, destination.
Destination, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's browse. Usually it assumes the name of the file. You can change it to be easier and faster to identify and to search for it. You can rename it now. Okay, then you hit save and beginning, and you will see on the timeline of the player
mm-hmm.
the progress. It's the kind of progress line, and then when it's finished, it's at the end the green line, and then you can find it where you save the file. I did this a couple of times, and it works perfect.
Right. One final tip: if you are repurposing, and I'm going to use this as an example, if you are repurposing, then you need a show card, and that show card should say, it should show the people that are on the show. That helps, and why people should actually join, and that show card should be there wherever you repurpose, whether you repurpose on YouTube or Vimeo or from YouTube to Facebook, always use the card so it's identifiable. And that's a self-advertisement, because if you see that card anywhere, it means that Marco and I are behind that card doing the broadcast.
Either there.
That's it. Look for the grey card. That's all we need to say. Right. Well, we are heading towards the holiday season and towards the new year. So we'll be back in 2020, yes?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. Our first show of 2020 will be on the 7th of January.
Yeah.
Same place, same time. That's 4 p.m. in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern. And Marco and I will be back talking about anything to do with video and taking your questions.
Well, we accept suggestions.
Oh, yeah. And we'll take guests as well. If anybody wants to join us live on camera, then please do. Marco, it's over to you to close the show, as we normally do.
Well, I wish you a Merry Christmas or un Feliz Natal, como se diz em português. O entonces, como se dice en castellano, Feliz Navidad. Hope you enjoy with your family, with your beloved ones, and I hope to meet you in the next year. With hope not so fat as usual, but with the heart fulfilled with nice things, because Christmas is about it.
I echo and agree with everything that Marco said. From Wiltshire in England, goodbye for now. We'll see you in 2020.
From Viana do Castelo. Bye-bye. See you next year. Bye-bye.